Great. And then, of course, I saw my name trending, and I foolishly clicked on it, and I found out that someone took yet another fucking short snippet. Someone took yet another short snippet of the stream and posted it on Twitter, and then certain communities went after it, and they got very upset. I mean, they got very upset. And then, of course, quarter pounder, chicken McNugget boy, like every fucking weirdo with a mid tier falling off hashtag. I mean, ratio plus you're white plus take the L. Every piss boy with a YouTube page decided to take the clip chimped take the clip chimped video and do zero additional investigation. And my hate watchers were popping off. Unfortunately, they're not really popping off that hard. They really can't get that fucking... They can't get a lot of traction. Surprisingly. But they were just like, oh yeah, we got it. And then Marsh came out and was like, what do you mean? We're joking about him not paying me, you fucking idiots. I'm literally, I own a third of the pod. It's a co-op. I own a third of the podcast. I'm getting paid incredibly well and also have the opportunity to literally build something as a producer. And, yeah, I thought that was really funny that, people literally were so desperate. They were so fucking desperate that they wanted to make something stick that they literally went with this. This was the original. 2 pods. So, we're launching. Should I even say it? Yeah, we are going to launch the... At this point, it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. My editors are fucking happy. My editors have literally had to defend themselves against these fucking psychos. My editors have had to defend themselves against the dogpiling from these psychos. Okay? Where literally they'll be like, nah, you're under Stockholm syndrome. He has a gun to your head. That's why you're not advocating for your best interest right now. I'm like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? They literally, everyone that works with me, okay, not under me, with me, has full-blown fucking freedom. Full-blown freedom. Editorial freedom. Maybe too much fucking freedom. Ostenox. Okay? You know what I mean? All jokes aside, though, these are people I see as peers, not as fucking employees or anything like that. And I live by that standard. So it's really funny when these motherfuckers literally took something completely out of context because it's clip chimped, right? They cut it. This is the end of an episode. I'm tense because I thought Big Mike was not showing up. So I'm like, should I even explain this right now? And Marsha's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's tell him. So I basically mention it. They clip it out of context because immediately after that, I describe what this is, right? I'm paying Marsha out of pocket, of course, for everything. But since this is a new venture and there's we're putting out more stuff and we want to do crazier shit with it and additional, you can get additional stuff on top of that. If you want the extra content, which is only an extra hour, plus additional things like being in another Discord server, things like that, then it's $5 a month. And it's literally a cooperative. I didn't even come up with this shit on my own. It's me, Will, and Marsh, which is why Marsh gets a third of the revenue generated. That's how this works. Okay? This is a cooperative corporation. Which is hilarious because all these fucking weirdos constantly were like, dude, why don't you do a co-op? Why don't you set a co-op? And then I set a fucking co-op and they go, well, fuck you. Why don't you just literally, why don't you just light your money on fire? How dare you put out a product which you will, ask for additional revenue, so it's a self-sustaining operation. That's crazy. That's like an insane fucking take. Like an absolutely insane fucking take. And they tried to like find anything they could. Dude, I have to read some of these because it's really funny. Like, some of these takes are actually fucking hilarious. Look at this. Look. One of the psychos that's like been at it for many, many years literally just said, I at a point, I was like, all right, I have to fucking respond. Well, Hassan is basically Uber Eatsing it up here. Well, I can't afford to pay my editor, so you should. You wouldn't want my editor to go hungry, would you? It's the U.S. tipping culture, but for an e-celeb. How is this man taken seriously as a leftist when he exploits labor like this? This is a cooperative corporation, okay? It is a cooperatively created podcast, okay? So this person then goes, once they find out, because like Marsh came out and was like, you guys are fucking stupid. You guys are fucking idiots. Like, because the Quarter Pounder was saying this too, okay? Quarter Pounder was popping off. And then Marsh said, insane that I need to clarify this because we're clearly joking when we're talking about not paying me, but along with getting paid a competitive base amount, I also own a third of the podcast and its revenue, which makes me feel incredibly fortunate. I own something I'm also building. Okay? Like a peer. Okay? If you consider yourself anywhere adjacent on the left and you are literally aligning with the Quarter Chicken Pounder and a bunch of libertarians because like you think they are... you think they're like owning a guy you don't fucking like because you're going to be able to, build clout off of this, ultimately to then turn around and cry about how, oh my God, this guy, because like the next step of this always is, oh my God, they're bullying me. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. What do you mean bullying you? You're a fucking adult. You knew what you were doing. You have a decent fucking sizable platform. You wanted a fucking nice little boost. And then what? When I say, this should be your moment of self-reflection, but instead you try to shift the blame back to me with more completely made-up accusations after admitting the latest one was false. Like, so as an update, apparently Hassan was kidding and Marsh is being paid. That's good and all, but people didn't believe this on face value for no reason. Hassan can play the victim all he likes, but he only has himself to blame for his poor reputation when it comes to paying his editors. No, I don't. I have quite literally you to blame. You and other people like you who have been at it, as one of my editors correctly pointed out, since 2019. It's like, I'm sorry that you have brain damage, okay? And yes, that is ableist, okay? If you're on Twitter and you do stuff like this, you're mentally ill. And I know this because I'm mentally ill too. So shut the fuck up. Okay, don't pull the oh my God, these guys are ableist. Like, shut the fuck up. We know what communities you engage in. Okay, don't try to weaponize SJW shit. You've been schizo posting for the past 3 fucking years trying to get me canceled. You are mentally ill. Touch fucking grass. Stop doing this. It's not good for your mentality. You're not even getting like the growth and prosperity that you wanted to get by orbiting certain communities. Like, please, it's not working. Just there's no harm in saying, you know what? I'm a content creator. This thing that I've been trying to do, I felt like was a good and easy way to generate a little bit of drama and farm a little bit of karma on the internet. It's not working. Move on to something different. Thank you, Linda, for the 25. Get the subs. These people get clout for making you mad. You specifically don't even put them on the screen, dog. Anyway, it's just funny because like this was an incredible take. I love the implication here even more. Even though I misconstrued this situation, he should really worry about how easy it was for me to do it, given the reputation I helped give him the last time I misconstrued a situation. It's crazy. These people literally are like, I can't believe this guy found himself in drama again, as I'm literally farming drama for him off of something that is like exactly the opposite. I'm telling you, these guys are fucking nuts. I saw another group of people that were like popping out because every time my name gets on the trending tab, the same fucking weirdos, like the same exact fucking weirdos. What is this? Here's the original 2019 tweet before it was deleted. What is? Oh, she deleted her tweet right after I fucking berated her back in 2019. Anyway, good tweet. All these shit talkers on here. You're just another view on the stream. Thank you for your support, you beautiful people. Yeah, I mean they are. They're helping. They're helping get the cloud up. Amazing to see all of these supposed far left communists and socialists defending a well-off streamer not paying his fucking workers because, well, the guy should have said he wanted money when it was pretty obvious in the logs. Wow, you guys sound like Ben Shapiro. Why did she delete that, you think? Because she did the exact same thing last time around, and when I fucking dunked on her, last time, she deleted the tweet, and then now she's back 3 years later. She's like, this will work this time. 4 years later. So remember, when you see like wild shit on the internet, there's a range of charitability. There's a range of charitability, and it's just like they've been trying for fucking 3 years, 4 years, swarming around the same shit over and over again. And every single time, because there's a lot of deranged people, right? Like on the internet. And every single time they get like one guy, two guy, three guy, you know what I mean? Three guys to like join their side and be like, wow, I really like this Hassan guy, but you know, I thought something was weird about him. Well, I guess this is it. And it's like, it could not be further from the fucking truth, but it doesn't matter. They do this every time. No matter what happens, because they have built it in their minds that I am the most evil fucking being on the planet. So no matter what happens, they will try to fucking swing and figure out, no matter what happens, they will they will shift goalposts, they will motorize the goalposts, they will fucking fly off the hinges. And they have nothing going on in their lives. I mean, they're like one level above the deranged, like the deranged mentally ill stalkers. You know what I mean? They are the same pretty much, but like with a little bit more clout. And that's pretty much it. It's just funny because like it's yet another great example of how easily like spreading misinformation like this has staying power. And then any mechanism of pushback against that is like immediately considered, you're a bad guy. You're being a bad guy. It's like, yeah, no, you're the bad guy. You're a bad person. And most people know you're a bad person. How incredibly disconnected from reality do you have to be to genuinely think that you have so much influence you can be the worst thing in the world, Lamau? I mean, it's because it's the same as like people that exclusively watch Twitch and assume people that exclusively watch Twitch and assume that like Twitch streamers are the wealthiest, most powerful entertainers on the planet. It's not in good faith. Yeah, I mean, of course it's not in good faith. This dude says yep, I'm sure he owns it, just like when I make money on Amazon, it's like I own heckin' Amazon. So epic, bro. The point is more money in Hassan's pockets. Don't be naive. I'm not going to hate on Hassan for no reason, but bro, just be honest to yourself. He's not going to suck you off. Shouldn't Hassan, a literal millionaire, just pay his editor out of his own pocket rather than starting an entire revenue stream to pay him? Seems more Bezos than Bernie. Maybe I'm wrong though, lol. I don't like. This is literally like being like Hassan is selling merchandise instead of literally making merchandise and just giving it away for free. Like, it's a new product. You are wrong. It's an entirely new product. Dog, I got 8 hours of fucking free content here every day, okay? 8 fucking hours. You can sit here, you could be a hate watcher, you can write the dumbest shit in the chat, you'll probably get banned, and then you'll cry about fucking free speech and then become even more psychotic in your stalking endeavors. Then on top of that, I have another podcast because I want to make different kinds of content, okay? And I want the podcast to be self-sustaining, okay? So then on top of that, I give you another podcast where you get additional free content in the form of a podcast. And then on top of that, the podcast is not just me. Why should I be paying fucking like Will and Marsh? Like these are my peers, okay? We wanted to launch something together. And it's like, no, dude, No, there should be no paywall, no podcast. They shouldn't make money. All the money that they're making, you should be paying them for the podcast. It's like, why would I do that? Like, why is socialism charity? Even when it's like literally people like Will who make a fuckload of money as well, too. Like, that's the other thing. They fucking cried for years about like, why don't you build a co-op? Why don't you build a co-op? Then I make a co-op and then they're like, well, not like that. I actually don't want you to build a co-op. I just want you to, empty out your pockets. I do empty out the pockets. I raise a fuck ton of money for funds, mutual aid, charity. None of that ever gets mentioned by these fucking pieces of shit. You know why? Because they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't have like any sort of legitimate interest in like advocating for what's right. They don't have a slant towards justice, okay? The original editor not being paid drama was miscommunication. The editor didn't specify he was looking to be paid. Hassan wrongly assumed it was a viewer volunteering to edit some videos. Very common to have fans who edits. When the editor was asked to be paid, he was paid. Like, I'm not even hellbent on defending Hassan here. He was wrong to make that assumption back then. I just think you're making a bigger deal than it actually was law. Like, this person is not even like a fucking, is not even on my side on this. I'm sorry. Stop trying to couch your jealousy in additional. Stop trying to couch your jealousy because you want a fucking media job that's successful and it hasn't been successful yet. And I'm giving you the opportunity to make a successful slant for your fucking media career as someone who has one, okay? But stop trying to couch that in like some kind of moral conquest. Like there is no moral advocacy here that you're engaging in. You're just a fucking psychotic hater. Stop posting, make good content, shut the fuck up. I know Austin Ox made the y'all are getting paid meme, and then I said, dude, come on, and then he posted this. Anyway. They unironically think you're ontologically evil? Yes. And no amount of y'all mad Hassan paywall this content. I stole 59 million views off of his content in 1 year. We are not the same. Anyway, when I mention this stuff, for the record, when I mention this stuff, it's not even it's not for those people to change their minds. Remember, because this is not a debate. Debates don't actually end up changing a lot of people's minds regardless. All those dudes are about is moral consistency, that anyone move the needle for their personal view. It's actually the most useless endeavor to satisfy these people. I'm not. I don't care about these people. I'm not even fucking reading into any of this shit. They are completely irrelevant. They are gnats, okay? They're little fucking flies. Why the fuck do you have to pay? Look how much likes. You paid in exposure? Wow, people so ungrateful these days. Thank you. You're right. Fuck, I shouldn't even do sarcastically. I shouldn't even sarcastically agree with that because it's just like these people are fucking bananas, dude. You see this yet? Unrelated. I wish I would have signed a contract to keep my part of the business I helped my former friend run. I mean, yeah, well, I'm going to blast off in a second. But hey, the pod with Jeff was great. Can't wait for you guys to have Big Mike too. Yeah, it'll be awesome. But yeah, no, it was a great podcast overall. There's another great podcast happening. There's another great podcast that we shot with the Chapo Boys. That'll be blasted off too. And yeah, did you give your customary reminder on chat not to harass these freaks? Yeah, you shouldn't harass those freaks. I mean, if you see someone on the internet obviously like saying wrong things, you can clarify if you want. But But the main purveyors of this kind of misinformation, the main like misinfo dick riders, you not hiding the amount of Patreon's revenue is the biggest fuck you ever to these clowns? Yeah. Like, Mr. Weak, does Marsh get all the money from Patreon? No, of course not, dude. What? No, man. No. No, he doesn't get all the money from the Patreon. Okay? It's split 3 ways. It's a cooperative, okay? It is he owns 33.333% of everything, okay? Hello? You're a 17-month subscriber. What is happening right now? Why are people like this? And Marsh isn't even my editor. He's my producer. Okay. Anyway, we're done with this now. We're never going to talk about this ever again until fucking massive, community adjacent, like weirdo fucking drama farming account decides to just make a complete fabrication of a story out of it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they just go, all right, this is fake, so we're just not going to move on with it.